the wedding of Waiswa Mufumbiro and his beautiful wife, and that is Edith Katende. Today, Uganda wakes up to a devastating news. Edith Katende Mufumbiro, the devoted wife of National Unity Platform Deputy Spokesperson Waiswa Mufumbiro, has passed away. Edith fought a long, courageous battle with cancer. She slipped away peacefully shortly after 3 a.m. this morning, April 8, 2026. But her death carries an extra layer of pain that no family should either and ever endure. At the moment she took her last breath, her husband, Waiswa Mufumbiro, was not by her side. Not because he wished to be, not because he wanted not to be by her side, but because he remains locked away in Luzira Upper Prison because of political differences. Waiswa Mufumbiro and his wife Edith Katende's love story began with a beautiful wedding in December 2022. That's the video where his president and our president Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu had to sing for them during their wedding, and it was a wonderful moment. They exchanged the vows at St. Paul's Cathedral in Namirebe, surrounded with family, friends, and comrades. The celebrations later continued at the scenic One Love Beach in Busabala. It was a day filled with joy, hope, and promises. Together, they built a life and children who are now left grieving without their mother and their father incarcerated. Since early September 2025, Waiswa Mufumbiro has been detained at Luzira Upper Prison on charges many call are politically motivated, and because they are politically motivated, he repeatedly begged the court for bail or at least a temporary release to care for his wife, who was seriously ill. But those requests were all denied. Just imagine the unimaginable. The husband behind bars, knowing his wife is fighting for her last life, unable to hold her hand, comfort her, or at least say goodbye. This is the cruel reality, guys. That Waiswa Mufumbiro and his wife Edith and the family had to face. Losing a wife while in prison is a special kind of heartbreaking, one that leaves no scars, not just on the heart, in the soul of a man who can only mourn from a distance. Edith leaves behind her husband and children. who must now navigate their life without her loving presence. Her death from cancer, compounded by desperation caused by his detention, highlights the heavy human cost of political imprisonment in Uganda. Our country is bleeding. But may Edith Katende Mufumbiro rest in eternal peace. Our deepest condolences to Alex and the family and the entire Nook fraternity. In times like these, we remember love and family should never be torn apart by even bars. This is the message that our president Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu sent. Fellow Ugandans, it is with a heavy heart that I announce the passing of our dear sister and comrade Edith Katende Mufumbiro, the wife to our Deputy Spokesperson Waiswa Mufumbiro. Edith passed on after 3 a.m. today following a hard-fought battle with cancer. At the time of her passing, her dear husband, Waiswa, remains detained at Luzira Upper Prison for no crime whatsoever. His only crime is speaking out against injustice and misrule. The criminal regime placed on him and others the sham charge of unlawful drilling, which apparently took place on 12th February 2025 at our party headquarters. In fact, on that day, Waiswa never stepped there as he was at Mulago Cancer Institute with his wife. The judiciary, fully aware of these facts, has chosen to conspire in this persecution. Waiswa, alongside other comrades, has applied for bail severally. He has variously made an impassioned plea to the court to be released on bail so that he takes care of his sick wife, but it has been denied. The injustice. As difficult as it is, we remain hopeful that we shall overcome someday. May God grant the family, especially our brother Waiswa, the strength he needs at this time. That was the message from the president, and many comments have come out, like James Spire Sentongo. They have even returned this. These are some of so guys, subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and also comment to them as we mourn for the death of our dear sister Edith Katende Mufumbiro, and may God grant her may her soul rest in peace.